It's a .438 mile V-shaped oval. Asphalt, 12 degrees in the turn, straightaway are 6 degrees. Green flag's out.
And they get right at it as they jump off into turn number 1. Sprague will take the lead with Butler challenging him. And you'll begin to get a feel for this racetrack. It's not quite a rectangle. It's not an oval, certainly. It feels like it's almost round. You watch them on the first lap. They're turning all the time.
Oh, they got John Nemechek's spot coming up the fourth corner. And he's down to the inside in the grass. Gets the thing going again, and no caution. No caution yet.
Frank Davis missed him as he came off the corner. Typical kind of a bootlegger spin there. Kept on trucking. Sprague seizes the opportunity to try to get away a little bit as we go out the back of Hornaday's truck. And you got to look at the field working their way through what I guess is the west end of the racetrack. It's really hard to number the turns here, Benny. I heard estimates today ranging from 4 to 11 as to how many corners there are in this place.
And we can see just how difficult it is to pass, because there we see Sprague lose control momentarily, and the lead goes to Joe Ruttman in the 84 trying to spin.
Sprague spinning around. He got touched by Butler, and that may create chaos.
Hornaday made contact with the 24 truck.
Big trouble early, big tangle. This is one of the things everybody was concerned about. There is Sprague's truck. He sort of started it, but I think he had a nudge from Tobey Butler. We'll get a look at that in the replay. And then behind them, it got tough for a lot of people, including Hornaday. First caution of the day, sparks from Sprague's truck, torn up sheet metal on the Chevy, and a big disappointment for a guy who got to start up front here.
Huge disappointment leading the race. Here we see the 31 truck, Sprague. He's trying to get by Nemechek. He loses control momentarily. Ruttman goes by in the 84. When he goes by, we see Sprague come down trying to close the spot. Butler makes contact, and there we see the Skinner go by, and here's the 24 Heat, Lagasse, and the 16. See the contact that they made.
Lagasse just trying to get out of the way and pulled right down into Hornaday. No fault there. Another look at it. It all started when Sprague's car pushed up the 12-degree banking.
And there's another crash. There's Portenga, and the 83 truck goes around some contact. I didn't see who the contact was with.
Bob Straight.
And here's another crash.
And is that the coach back there behind him? I'll tell you, we've got torn up vehicles everywhere here. Man, let's go down to Marty Reed.
Well, Mike Skinner had to make a stop. He's back out. They had to pull some of the sheet metal away. Remember the rules. Unless you've got a cut tire, you cannot change tires. It's a 5-lap penalty. Also, Sprague's truck is in. We'll try and get an update for you.
Three's beat up all over the place. Skinner obviously got hit a couple of times. He had right rear damage that you can see, and the whole left side is skinned up on the series point leading truck. So it's been a long night already for a lot of people, and we've only got 6 laps. Wild start to the Ford Credit 200 Louisville Motor Speedway. I got a feeling we're going to bend up some pickup trucks tonight. Stand by. We'll be back with more. We'll leave the door open for Lagasse on the bottom. Tobey got her back down in there. Now, Hornaday got involved in that big lap 5 melee, but it doesn't look like he tore it up too bad. He's challenged on the outside. Great
Watch
move.
this. Tobey Butler's trying to pass on the outside. Can you do that at Louisville? It sure looks that way as Butler goes by.
Boy, that's going to send a message to the rest of this field. Butler didn't just go by, Benny. He flew by. I'm amazed at that. That's a tough move.
There's Tobey Butler in the ortho truck.
He's second. Look at the mob scene behind him. Big move up the outside. P.J. Jones around Hornaday. Hornaday's holding these guys up. That truck's not working.
Something bad wrong with Hornaday's truck. As we see he's trying to go by. Bliss is hung behind him trying to get by. There we see Coretta go by.
Look out. There goes Bliss. Unbelievable.
And around he goes. He tries to get the truck going again and does. No caution flag. No yellow. And there we see the 14 truck.
Who's that? That's John Kinder. John down Kinder. At the bottom. With the right front all bent up. Oh, this is going to be wild. You're turning all the time. Behind all this melee, Joe Ruttman has just checked out. Butler gets into second spot. Sprague is back up to third after wrecking. P.J. Jones is fourth. Keselowski is fifth in the Dodge. This may be the wildest truck race of the 8th this season. For the moment, Ruttman is loving it. The good news is he's running away from him, Benny. The bad news is at that speed, he's going to catch the field and start lapping people about 2 more laps.
He's got to start passing cars sooner or later.
It's going to be something. It's just an unusual racetrack. It has one little straightaway. They're coming on to it right here.
That's P.J. Jones in the Craftsman truck, number 1. There we see Jack Sprague.
He's real lucky. He's still running that good after actually triggering that first crash. He's got Keselowski behind him as they continue their battle for position here. This would be third, fourth, and fifth. Pretty good race.
Keselowski in the lone Dodge. And he's on the inside of Sprague.
That got the fans on their feet, as has this battle, and they're cheering for Skinner. Number 3 is a man on a mission. He has just blitzed through this field. Let's get an update from Marty Reed. Marty.
Guys, you were talking about Ron Hornaday. He has a bent rim. He's losing air in a tire. It's going down. They're rolling the dice. Benny, you can talk about how dangerous it is. They're trying to keep him going a lap down. They're praying for a yellow.
Well, which is scarier, having a tire going flat or having Resendez run into you about 4 times a lap?
Exactly. There was the Resendez in the Exide truck going by Hornaday on the outside. Now he said, please, tires, don't go flat while I'm on the outside of it.
There are a lot of ways to be scared on a racetrack like Louisville Motor Speedway. Resendez dodges the bullet. Next in line to take a chance will be Jerry Glanville. He has a challenger on the outside, trying to move up and pick up a position is Churchill in the 88, and Ruttman has caught the traffic.
And there you see Joe Ruttman, the leader of the 84 truck, the red and white truck, the leader of the race in this heavy traffic.
This one's going to get tough to score before it is over, believe me. The 34 right in front of him is Bob Reback in his first truck start. And I'll bet Joe Ruttman right now is thinking careful and cautious, but look who's coming.
And we see the 21 truck, Tobey Butler, and we see Hornaday. The tire has gone flat.
He's lost the air in
the
it.
right front tire is flat on the 16 truck.
This is a result of crash damage, but right fronts are going to be a tough.
Oh, he makes contact with Keselowski as he goes by, and the caution flag is out.
Hornaday clipped by Keselowski as he tried to limp around, and now will safely get it down and out of harm's way, I believe. Ron Hornaday, tough luck for the second week in a row. Let's go to Marty Reed.
Well, the gamble didn't pay off. Not only did they have the damage, they are a lap down. The hood is going up. They're going to check everything out to make sure there's been no other damage up underneath. The right front is off. They're checking everything because he did scrape very hard. You see the sparks when we went by on the track. So we'll keep you posted on this right now. The yellow is out.
Last week they broke an oil line. Actually, the end pulled off an oil line, cost him a potential win. This week, collision and then tire damage. There's the contact right there.
We see Keselowski in the 29 truck almost lose control. That's the Winnebago Dodge. There goes Corelli by.
There will not be a straight fender left on a truck in the place here tonight at Louisville Motor Speedway. Hornaday is an early victim of misfortune. We'll be back with more of the action right after this.